name is Mohammad Arslan and I am SSA qualified working as an accountant in a UK based company. The video you are going to watch now is not a professional advice to anybody, rather it's an educational video for you. So anybody doing business in the UK must be having concern in their mind that either they should get incorporated as a company or should be working as a sole trader. That is entrepreneurship or working as a proprietor. There are different pros and cons for this, and I have summarized these 5 points for you so that you can decide either you should get registered company or not. The first thing you must be considering is legal entity. That is the most important part and the most influencing part in your decision making. So if you are working as a sole trader, you and your business would be considered as single entity. And I will come to this point, what's meant by single entity and separate entity concept. While working as a company, the company is a separate artificial person and you are a separate entity. So if you are a single entity, you and your business, that means if anybody goes in default and the business goes bankrupt, so what happens, whatever is the liability business going to pay to its outsiders, to creditors, the personal assets of owner are at stake. To fulfill the amount of liability, even the personal assets, that is the owner's car, house, whatever he owes or she owes, that can be sold just to fulfill the amount being paid for liability. And on the other side, company, whatever the owner has invested, as you know, I told you already, they are both separate entities. So whatever owner has invested in the company, only that much amount is at stake. For example, if you have invested £10,000 in a company and there was liability of around 15,000, and if company goes in liquidation or becomes a bankrupt, so in that case the company can pay the debts up to the limit of investment or up to the limit of assets it has. So if the company has assets of 10,000 but the liability is 15,000, the creditors will get 10,000 amount. The government won't be making owner liable for this. I mean, owner's personal assets are safe then. Okay, this was the big difference. And the second thing comes with documentation. The company has a bit more formalized documentation. You have to submit your annual accounts annually, your confirmation statements, your board of directors change, whatever the change happens in the directors, in shareholding, in controlling rights, you have to keep on updating company's house. Whereas at the sole trader side, you must be submitting your annual tax return, but there are not much formalized documentation process. So that is easy for whoever is practicing as a sole trader. There are more tax reliefs for the company and the lesser ones for the sole trader. So how? I will just explain one thing. There are more things to explain, but as the time is constrained here, so I would be discussing the major point. The tax applying at the sole trader right now is 20%, and so whatever the profit made by a sole trader, by a proprietorship, there is a limit of 12,000 something at this date when I am making this video. So up to that limit the income is exempt, but if it cross the 20% tax is applicable. So as your income increases in sole trader or in proprietorship, the tax band will increase. It goes up to 45%. So from 20% to 45% you would be paying tax. It depends over the income you are earning from that business. Whereas on the company side, 19% tax would be applicable on profits. So this is the major difference. The fourth thing is status. Obviously, if somebody gets registered as a company, the status of the business goes up. Rather working as a sole trader, so obviously there is a goodwill part as well. And fifth thing is the business information. Once you get registered as a company, your information will go public. As I told you before, that you have to get the documentation updated annually on company's house website, and anybody from public can access your information, your company accounts, your directors, your shareholders. So your information goes public, whereas in sole trader your information stays with you. I hope you find this video useful. I will keep updating the informative content on this channel. If you have further concerns or any question, you can just comment. I will try my best to answer every comment. Thank you so much for watching my video.